Welcome back to the Buckethead and King Show right here on the U, Primetime U, baby.
That sounds good, though.
It does sound good. It sounds really good.
Real good.
Man, we had some big ball games this weekend. A couple teams did their thing. Georgia still looks really impressive. I don't know what else to say about it, but their defense.
What can you say?
Their defense is unbelievable. And you can't say they hadn't played anybody because they played some pretty decent teams.
Are you saying that because they played Auburn?
That's one of the toughest teams. That's probably the toughest team they played.
You sure?
It dang sure ain't Clemson.
No.
I
was disappointed in Clemson too.
How many?
They last game.
How long? I thought in my lifetime, or in the next couple of years, would we ever think that Dabo Swinney and the Clemson Tigers are irrelevant to college football?
Well, I think he want to be like Nick Saban so bad, and he got his boys all lined up like they was gonna be champion on top of championship. Evidently, something dropped off, and I think he's hurting on recruiting too.
Something dropped off.
I think Dabo, he made some noise with that mouth. He said some things that were kind of controversial.
Oh, they got him.
That kind of got him with kids coming to that school. You got to understand now. Nick could get in front of the TV, and let me hold on. Nick Saban would get in front of the
Coach Saban.
Nick Saban would get in front of the TV and say things like, "Well, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that, and it's gonna happen." He let the outside stay on the outside. I haven't seen no one run Alabama football team, including them alumni, run that football team with Nick Saban.
No.
That's where it should be. You know who around this area was like that? Burgess.
Burgess was like that. I think Herron was like that.
Herron caught it.
And I think
had some folks
Oxford's had some. Niblett was like that.
Yeah.
Oxford's had some really good coaches that didn't listen to anybody from the outside. Didn't really care what they had to say.
Was there anybody on the outside saying something?
They what?
I
don't know. They didn't care.
I just want to let these people know that it still go on.
It does go on. Here's the thing you got to understand as a coach. You can win every game, but if little Johnny didn't get to play, somebody talking about you.
Put little Johnny over there in the sandbox and close the door. Sometimes little Johnny need to be on a fishing trip or either go and play ballet.
But you know what?
But they want him out
Parents
there.
don't want to hear that.
It don't. Listen, it's not made for everybody. That's where we messing up at right here. Participation. You want everybody to get a trophy.
I don't.
I know you don't. You come from that hard knock.
I don't.
That's but this generation right here and a couple of years already back, you have to, I need to make sure everybody get in and get some playing time and everybody need to get a trophy.
What happened? Why did we do that?
They watered it down.
Let me say this. I remember as a young man coaching a T-ball. Not a T-ball, but like 8, 9-year-old, 9, 10-year-old, something like that. And I was the coach, and this kid had no business being on a baseball field whatsoever. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about no business. Mm-hmm. He might hit himself in the head with his own bat. Mm-hmm. But he'd get up there and he'd strike out every time he went to bat. And his mother would say,
"That's all right.
That's all right.
Baby.
That's all right, baby. At least you trying." I listened to that almost the whole year.
It'll run you crazy.
And then one time it just got on me when I walked up there to get him and tell him to get back in the dugout where he belonged. Uh-huh. And his mama said, "That's all right." I turned around, looked her dead in the eye, and I said, "No, it's not. No, it's not all right. He don't try. Nobody makes him try. He shouldn't be out here. Plain and simple."
You was so mean.
I was a mean.
You was mean.
I was mean.
But I'm going to tell you something. You told the truth.
I told the truth.
Now, they can't handle the truth now. Listen, you tell the truth and everybody in town is going to want a piece of you.
You right.
You understand me?
I agree with that.
That's why the king don't run for, I don't run for the government. I don't want to be the president. I'm going to just be the king because, listen, I'm going to tell you something. King got some things that the rest of them can't say. Don't run up on me and think, I'm going to go back in the king's history back up in there and try to find it. Go back up in there. Hey, what's up?
So you're saying you're not politically correct You run up on the king,
I'm not.
it's going to get ugly.
It's not just political, baby. I'm not correct at all. Listen to me.
Not correct at all.
Period. King gonna tell you what I listen. It's me and you. I'm gonna tell you what I need you to know, and you tell me what you need to know. What I need to know about you, then you go on. Don't put your hands on me now, cause I lay hands back.
Don't think about putting your hands on it.
Don't.
No, because I ain't going to give you the opportunity to put them on me.
Don't try.
Yeah, don't try. Let's jump right into this show because we got a great show. Let's go ahead and jump right into Buckethead's Top 10.
Woo.
I mean, I know y'all think the Buckethead's crazy, but Buckethead's Top 10 has been almost dead on every week. And, I'm giving Cincinnati the benefit of the doubt. But, Georgia, I mean, think about this. Georgia, they beat Kentucky this week 30-13. Kentucky scored more touchdowns this week than they'd had scored on them all year.
Put that phone number up there, cause this guy here got people. That right there is not gonna. Man, let me tell you something. That top 10 you got right there, it's some teams don't need to be in that top 10.
Who?
Who?
Yeah. Who?
Man, listen, are you the Buckethead that I know?
You think about it. I'm gonna start at the top. Georgia's defense is unbelievable. We've said that already, and it's anchored by Jordan Davis, a mountain of a man, and I mean he's unbelievable.
Right.
But one thing we forget about Georgia is we forget that Bennett, their quarterback, is a backup. I mean, we forget that he's backing up JT Daniels that is hurt, and so. I mean, he's a backup. Think about it. Every football team in America right now wish they had Georgia's backup.
Wait. You do know Georgia is winning these games because of that defense.
I do know that, but they're also putting up a bunch of points.
You can put up them kind of points. After a while, you don't wear everybody out on defense.
Exactly.
And the other team can't score. You don't need 3 points. Ball game. But I'm just saying, that defense Georgia got is for real. Now, I'm going to tell you who's going to give Georgia some problems. Okay, once they cross that line and play Alabama, that's going to be the best. That's going to be the best game this year. Even if it's going to be the national championship game or the SEC game, whenever them two right there meet, put the kids up, and look, if you got a weak heart, watch the Walters and Lawrence Wells. Don't watch that game. There's going to be some problems. There's going to be some hitting going on. And Alabama, listen to me, I'm an Auburn fan. Alabama got the best chance of beating Georgia.
Ooh,
it's not Florida.
I didn't like the way you said that.
Alabama got the best chance of beating them.
Number 2 on Buckethead's poll was Cincinnati. Like I said, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Jerome Ford, he's rushed for almost 340 yards in the last 2 games and 6 touchdowns. We already got a call.
Cause I told them people
they don't like my poll.
Your top 10 is a piece of mess, man. Go ahead on. You on here with Buckethead and the King on Primetime. Who we got here?
You got Big Daddy Dog.
Big
from Georgia.
Big Daddy Dog is on the line with us.
In America.
No doubt. They're the number 1 team in America. That's the truth about that.
I couldn't stand it no longer. I heard y'all talking about Georgia and Stetson and all that. I got to call right now.
I'm glad you called. I'm really glad you called, because I'm going to tell you something. I think Georgia needs to stay at number 1. I'm going to give you that. And I think Georgia got the best defense around right now.
But hey, time out for a second. You said you think.
Well, I'm telling you,
So you should know Georgia should be the number 1 team.
it's going to take 2 more games before I say that.
Well, look,
All right, I respect you, King.
I'm riding with the Dogs, and I think I can't wait till Auburn gets that rematch over in Atlanta with them.
What? Oh, I'm going to get a rematch.
And, we're going to play. Listen, I will tell you this. I respect the Dogs. I really do. Their defense is unbelievable.
We don't
But if Auburn's receivers play a different game against Georgia like they did this last week, that game would have been a little bit different. I'm not saying Auburn would have beat Georgia at all.
Why we want to play them
Don't get
again?
me wrong.
Why?
Because that means we won the West.
Let me tell you something. I don't care nothing about winning nothing when it come down to facing Georgia again. We ain't ready for them.
We ain't ready. Well,
No.
maybe by then we will be.
No. Listen, next year, we'll get them, but not this year.
Hey, Big Daddy, what about the backup quarterback and the play he's done so far up till now? I mean, people forget about that.
He is, he's done a great job. I mean, they call him a game manager. They don't have to ask you to do too much because player overall. But the kid is, I mean, he delivers. You can't ask for. What could you ask him to do that he hasn't done? I mean, I tell you what he stopped doing. What used to hurt him real bad. Throwing the ball, trying to throw it in a tight space, throwing into coverage. Evidently, he's very coachable. So he stopped making those mistakes.
Well, like I said, most teams across the country would love to have him as their quarterback because, I mean, he is unbelievable. He's done a great job, like you said, managing the game, if that's what you want to call it. I'll take a manager any day of the week if he's going to put up the numbers he got.
That's all Alabama quarterbacks are smart. They all manage. When you have a defense like Georgia, you don't make those kind of mistakes and let the defense win them ball games. I'm telling you, that's what's going on.
Hey, here's another thing nobody's thinking about. Not only, JT should be back for Florida, but George Pickens. Y'all remember George Pickens?
Yeah.
Probably the most talented receiver. I mean, he's going to be a first rounder. Whether he don't even play this year, he'll be a first rounder.
Yeah.
He should be back by Florida. He's working out.
Y'all got some talented receivers too. I'm gonna tell you.
I don't know what kind of that
tight
tight end they got is not a tight end. I don't know what that is.
But he just got
Powers.
Yeah, he's a beast. And then you got 84, which is a speed demon that somehow gets open every time he runs out there. I don't know, but
Big freshman.
But I'll tell you this: and he's a walk-on. He's a walk-on from San Francisco, San Diego, somewhere in San Francisco.
Everybody want to play ball in the SEC. They got kids from everywhere.
So, I mean, y'all got something to talk about. You can beat your chest because y'all got something to beat your chest about. And, I know that y'all are off this week, but I know everybody in Georgia land is getting ready for them Gators, which them Gators have not held their end of the bargain up. They have let you guys down on this game being a big hype game because if Georgia was to lose to Florida now,
that's gonna be
it would be even worse than Georgia beating Florida.
Did you imagine me having to listen to the Gamecock Gator?
Oh my!
Especially if they lost. I mean,
you're talking 364 days. I'd have to hear him.
Well, you're not gonna have to worry about that.
You ain't got to worry about that. That wellness check. I keep asking everybody. Keep talking about having a wellness check and checking on it. And
hey, y'all remember now? Wait a minute. Now, I remember back in remember when Spurrier was over.
Spurrier is different. Spurrier is different from that guy they got down there now.
I know it, but see, the Gators came in. They was ranked #1 in the country, and I think it was Spurrier's championship year. The year they won the national championship. Georgia was like 24th or something like that. Georgia went in there, went to the Gator Bowl, and beat them 27-3. That's the only game that Florida lost. So they come back to beat Ohio State and win the national championship. I think, it was Ohio State, I think.
Well,
this game, anything can happen. But I expect the Dogs to.
It ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, the Dogs are gonna win that game. And I tell you this: if he'd have stayed at Mississippi State, they'd already have a statue up in his honor at Mississippi State. But he went to Florida for some reason. I don't know what that was. I don't know why he did that.
Well,
he running from the West. That's what he was doing. Now the East has done built themselves up strong. He done messed up again.
All I know is Georgia won't go undefeated this year. They'll probably do the same thing. They might lose one game, then they end up winning that.
Georgia Tech gonna get them.
They'll end up winning that championship. Watch. They'll lose one.
I don't see their defense. I don't see us getting beat. I'm just gonna put it out there just like that.
You saying you're gonna go undefeated this year?
I don't think Bama can. Bama's got some great skills. But their front seven, that ain't the same old Bama used to be dominant back in.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not.
It's not. And here's the thing: Texas A&M give a roadmap to how to stop Bama on offense.
Yep.
I mean, pressure the quarterback.
You think they paying this man all these millions of dollars that he won't go in there and figure out what happened to him?
Well, I mean, he had a halftime to
When
figure
I
it
talk
out. And
about
didn't do it.
when I talk about we talking about Alabama.
Okay. Hey, Buckethead, you made a great point. It seems like they're not making the adjustments they used to make.
They're not making them. I mean, are they losing all their good? A head coach is only as good as his assistants. And there's a lot of assistants fled out of Alabama for a while.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and we got to go to a break. But I'm gonna tell you something. Don't you let the dog get you messed up. Cause I'm telling you right now, he got your head
But
swelling.
what he don't have to worry about, because I don't care about no Bama fans calling in. I can give them, I can handle myself against them Bama fans.
All right, okay.
I mean,
All right.
he knows how I am about them Bama fans.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, man, I'm just saying, I wish we had a better year to be able to talk stuff. We can't talk much now.
Why?
Man, Auburn ain't doing
Auburn's
that.
still Auburn is still in the thick of it.
Yeah, and what? Fantasy football? Hey, we got to go. Hey,
We got to go to break. Appreciate you calling, Big Daddy. We'll get with you next week. Keep watching the show, and you know I'm going to throw some stuff to dogs' way.
Sounds great, buddy. Talk to y'all later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, my name is Thomas Shelton, aka the Alpha Man. I'm the proud presenting sponsor of High School Primetime with Buckethead and the King. When you think high school football, think High School Primetime. And when you think of insurance, think of me, Thomas Shelton at Alpha Insurance. I'm a proud sponsor of many of our local teams. I give out over $7,500 a year to our local teams in our community. As part of Alpha, we've been in the community giving back for over 100 years, and I'd love to be your agent next time you think of insurance. Thanks so much.
Back with Buckethead and the King. We on location down here at the Dirty Dog Car Wash. What you got to say, King?
I said, if you got a dirty car, you need to come down here to the Dirty Dog Car Wash and get it clean. That's the way to do that. That's the best way to do it. And I tell you one thing, that dog that they got hanging around here, look at it.
Man,
That dog got fleas.
that dog's got some fleas.
Come down here.
That's a dirty dog right there. Ain't no doubt about it. King, what we gonna do when we walk on?
I like when that dirty dog is. We pop his collar like that, but when the king get her to talk to him, we just drop the mic.
I like the Buckethead and King special, please. I like Dirty Dogs because they got towels for to use after you get your car washed. And then also you can pay $15 more and they'll detail it right here for you.
I like the convenience. I like the cleanliness of my car.
Yeah.
And I like the cost.
How much do that cost
$29
a month?
a month.
Bad dog right there. Bad dog. Bad dog.
Hey folks, this is George Brunner with Superior Hyundai and Superior GMC Cadillac. Superior offers a full lineup of new GMCs, Cadillacs, and Hyundai. Between our two locations in Anniston and the one in Pell City, we have a great selection. Superior has the best selection of used trucks I've ever seen, and I've been doing this a long time. See all our vehicles at our new website, superioralabama.com. That's superioralabama.com. Superior Hyundai and Superior GMC Cadillac, where you're always more than just a number.
Welcome back to Buckhead and King right here on the U. And, you know, that was a great call from Big Daddy Dog, as always. He's going to push them dogs, and I like them dogs.
I know you like them.
I like them dogs. But I want to go back to when we were talking about the Buckhead's top 10.
Oh, Lord.
Cincinnati, number 2. And we were talking about the running back they had. Ford, he's got, I mean, unbelievable. But here's the thing about Cincinnati. The ACC is atrocious this year. So they're not getting any help from their conference. So their big wins will be nothing. I mean, they don't mean nothing because they ain't beating nobody.
Come out of that then. Come on over across the bridge. Come on over here and play some of these SEC teams. Then if you want to call yourself the runner, see, they want to slide in the back.
They want to slide in.
You just can't slide in. The people, they got folks up there that vote on this kind of stuff. You just can't slide in. Now, the person that put these top 10s up here, he crazy. These people don't understand that the man that put these top 10s
Listen,
up.
well, let's just move on.
Look at it,
Alabama is ranked 3rd. They're 6-1. The two teams in front of them are undefeated.
So why is Penn State still there, and why is Kentucky
Penn State's
up there?
5-1. Kentucky's 6-1. But back to Alabama at 6-1. Alabama bounced back like a basketball, like Talladega got their basketballs going for jump ball, get it. And some of the college teams already got jump ball, get it going.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt needs to go ahead and get the basketball now. But the thing about it is they bounced back with a 49-9 win over Mississippi State. Ought to be ashamed of themselves. Mississippi State ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Why?
Because they beat Texas A&M.
Listen to me. Texas A&M beat Bama, but I'm telling you, you see at the end how they end up. Alabama had them. I knew Alabama was gonna come back, but that you kick a field goal to beat Alabama, then you want to run the rest of the year? Come on, man. Oh no, you gonna have to. You got to keep beating on them. You just can't whoop them.
Before the game this week in Alabama, their outside linebacker, Will Anderson Jr., he called a team out. He said it got to mean something all the time.
Yeah,
You got to do the little things right all the time.
That's true.
That was after they lost.
That's true.
So he called the whole team out. I like a man that'll call a team out.
Cause you know your mouth was like that when you was playing. They know you gonna come and say something.
That's right.
You know, it ain't like I was quiet either.
No. No, I know you wasn't quiet. I know you wasn't quiet.
But who was getting hit?
Oh, that's right.
I'm getting hit. You know what? I'm gonna tell you, hey, I need you to block. If you're not gonna block, you need to watch.
I bet Ronnie Kelly told people that too.
Oh, I ain't getting into that. I'm not getting into
that. But look,
that.
you know who Alabama plays this week? Tennessee. At Alabama. They better check them at the gate.
That's homecoming.
From mustard bottles and golf balls.
Golf ball. Why you bring a golf ball to a game?
Better check them at the gate.
They gonna get the brakes beat off of them up there.
Yeah, they better bring more. They better bring more than a golf ball.
My daughter has called me 5-6 times a day. She's up there trying to get ready for homecoming, and she's in this committee for this. And I'm like, well, baby, I sure be glad when it's over. You sound like you're tired. But I'm just letting you know, she having the time of her life up there at Tuscaloosa. And I'm just letting you know, her dad is, I'm proud of you now. Don't think I'm not proud of you, but I want you to head on up and get on out here in the real world and get some of that money and come home with that degree.
That's right.
Then I can start talking about, I can't talk about them while my baby's up there, man.
That's right.
I can't talk bad about them.
That's okay.
Okay, you understand?
I'll take care of that for you.
Thank you.
But moving on to the
hold that down.
Number 4 in Buckethead's poll is Penn State. And let me tell you this: Penn State's 5-1. The only reason they're 5-1 because the quarterback went down. Well, let's take this call.
That's gonna be your boy. That's gonna be your Gator boy, right? I'm telling you. Go ahead. You're on Primetime. You with the Buckethead and the King. Can I help you?
What's going on, King?
What's
going
happening?
on, Buckethead?
It's the Bama Freak. If y'all don't know that, he sounds like you should be celebrating after that big win this week.
This ain't the Bama Freak.
I told
this
you.
is the Gamecock Gator. My bad. He is a Bama Freak. He's an Alabama freak, not a Bama freak. He's from Alabama.
Well, get him started. I knew that sounded
Are
like
you on the road again?
All this trouble. I'm driving from Ashland, Alabama to Denver, Colorado, and just passed through Wichita, Kansas. Call into you and you insult me out of the gate.
Hey, listen then. There's nothing in Kansas. You driving through nothing, but there ain't nothing in Kansas. I can tell you that. Done it myself.
Yeah, well, that's windmills and cornfields is about all that we're seeing right now.
That's
I'm
all.
out here looking for a coach, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you called because I'm tired of people talking about a wellness check on you, and I'm glad to know you okay.
Hey, let me tell you something. I dish it out and I can take it.
That's right. That's right.
Did you say you're out there looking for?
None of those fools.
Did you say you're out there looking for a coach?
I'm looking high and wide for a coach. We're gonna need a new coach.
Let's see, Nebraska. Let me just give you some people on the trip out through there. Nebraska's probably gonna have one available.
Washington State just lost their coach. They just fired their coach.
You know, I like Scott Frost. He might be able to go down there and take over the Gators.
Yeah, we might keep ours around one more year, but unlike Auburn fans and the Auburn regime down there, we don't let them hang around too long.
Yeah, we let them hang around too long. We give them big raises, and then we pay them $49 million to sit on the back porch.
We got money to burn, baby.
Yeah, I got some friends that are tied with the Bull Gator alumni group down there, and they ain't happy at all. And they were definitely not happy when Lane Kiffin's name started getting thrown around. I think the exact comments were just what we need, another smart butt coach that's a project that ain't one of thing, right?
Well, now they're saying Lane's name's getting thrown around at LSU. I mean, I know it's been a tough year for you there, Gamecock Gator, and I know you just try to find things to talk about to keep your mind right, and I'm good with that. I mean, it's just this year just hadn't went well for the Gators.
It ain't over yet, because I tell you what's about to happen. Next, not this weekend. We ain't going to lose this weekend, by the way.
That's
Next
what I want
weekend, we're going to hang an L on the Bulldogs. Y'all wait and see. I'm calling it right now.
You're going to Jacksonville, going to hang an L on the Bulldogs.
Going to hang a big one on Mr. Greg Quickety Quick. They'll still be in the playoffs. They'll still win the SEC championship. They'll still win the national championship. They're going to take an L out of Jacksonville.
Ooh-wee, that's big talk from that Gamecock Gator tonight.
I like it.
Big talk. Hey, I got the kids with me. Want to say hello.
Go ahead. Who's with you?
Becca's with me. Let me hand the phone over to her. Hang on.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Becca, how are you?
Hey, listen, I'm doing great. I am keeping this Gamecock Gator in line, sitting here in the navigation seat, making sure he's keeping it between the ditches, you know.
The problem with you saying
we
keeping
can't count on them Gators to give us a W.
No, keeping it out of the ditches, because they've been in the ditches all year. Look, I know that's a task in itself, just keeping him straight, because I know him very well. But if there's one woman I know that can do it, she's the woman.
Hey, listen, I do sleep well at night, so.
That's what I'm talking about.
She's a Bama.
I know she's a Bama.
I understand. I already know she's a Bama. Like I just said, best wishes, because my daughter's up there right now, and I can't say nothing bad about Bama. But, boy, when she leaves.
Hey, listen, guys, I got y'all on YouTube on one phone. I got you in my ear in the other. Y'all look great.
Well, thank you.
That,
I want to say that, you know, we've got about 500 miles left to go, and then we'll catch some football this weekend. Go Big O.
Well, let me tell you what'll make you trip better, Becca. When this show goes on, just click back on our YouTube page and just find another one and watch it. And then find another and watch it. That way you'll enjoy it all the way out there. You and Gamecock Gator, I know he needs something to laugh about right now. Y'all have something to laugh about all the way out there.
I'm back on. I'm here.
You wasn't supposed to hear what I had to say.
Hey, there's more to life than W's and L's.
That's right.
I agree with that.
The W's are a lot funner than the L's.
Yeah, they're a lot funner than the L's.
You get to this point of the season, and you just you suck it up, and you have the fun you can. I wake up every day, and it's a blessing, and I get to watch football again this weekend.
Well, I mean, if I woke up living where you live, I would feel blessed too. You got an unbelievable place down there. We don't talk about it enough.
I'm going down there. I want to go fishing.
We're going to get him on our team. I mean, he's already on our team, but his place down there, what's the name of it? Go ahead and give you a little shameless shout out here. Go ahead, Andrew.
Camp Hidden Creek, home of F3, baby. Everybody's invited to that annual party. We got the King in there smoking it up.
That's right.
Got Robbie and Mark playing music. It's the biggest party of the year. Kick off to the 2022 football season.
And we've talked about
champions, the Florida Gators.
And we've also talked about, me and you talked about, and even the King, next year doing our kickoff college show down there before before F3 really gets kicked off that afternoon.
Let's do it. They play some good high school football down there too.
Oh,
yeah, we know.
We know. They still rolling their coach around in a wheelchair though down there. They need to go ahead and
he lives right by me too. They got 5-game win streaks intact, right? The record.
Well, we got to push the Big O in this week here. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Hey, brother.
Hey, we're gonna lose y'all here in a minute. We're going to these cornfields.
Well, thank you for the call, brother.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Right, you too. See y'all. Be careful. Well,
Go ahead. You're on with the Buckethead and the King.
Going on, man. It's Wendell.
Wendell Kelly.
Snot-knocker.
Wendell Kelly, Seminole lover, and Jack State.
Put that respect on the
name.
Respect on the name.
What's up, Wendell? How's it going, buddy?
Hey, man, I just need us to go ahead and change Andy's name from Gamecock Gator to Gamecock Geico.
I knew it. You gonna do your boy like that?
I'm gonna do him just like that. He's been doing me like that for 2 years.
Yeah, you owe him, don't you? Cause he talked about you when you was on the show, buddy.
You know, he's actually leaning to leave the Gator fan base, and he's looking for a new fan base.
He's looking for a coach, he said.
Well, I know, but earlier this week he was talking about looking at a different fan base, and I invited him to come over to the Tiger side. But
He ain't coming.
do you know what Big Daddy said? Big Daddy Dog said if he was going somewhere, he'd rather go to a winner.
Well,
That's bad.
he can't go nowhere. He can't go nowhere but up.
That's coming from a Seminole guy. That's coming from Seminole. So that is great. I love that window.
Hold on. Let me check on this. Is this really Wendell Kelly?
He throwing smack out. Wendell usually don't do it.
He'll knock you out. He don't do no talking.
I know it, but he's throwing blows tonight.
I want to check on this, man.
I've been throwing this up for 2 years, man. I got to get it out.
Get it out. Get it off your chest, Wendell.
Hey, but do me a favor, man, and get Rebecca and tell her I know she got a tough job. Just make sure she takes all of Andy's shoestrings out.
Hey, she heard you. She's watching
it.
Becca, make sure you get them shoestrings out.
Oh, God.
We got to go to break, Wendell. Thank you calling, man. We'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, man. Love y'all.
Love you too, bro.
Hey guys, my name is Thomas Shelton, aka the Alpha Man. I'm the proud presenting sponsor of High School Primetime with Buckethead and the King. When you think high school football, think High School Primetime. And when you think of insurance, think of me, Thomas Shelton at Alpha Insurance. I'm a proud sponsor of many of our local teams. I give out over $7,500 a year to our local teams in our community. As part of Alpha, we've been in the community giving back for over 100 years, and I'd love to be your agent next time you think of insurance. Thanks so much.
We were looking to sell our starter home and move into our dream home. After looking at all the options, we chose to work with ERA King. ERA means easy, responsive, and attention to detail. ERA King made the entire process of buying and selling a house easy. From helping us decide on a listing price to navigating the final closing, our agent worked with us every step of the way. ERA King. To us, it means always doing the right thing for every client. What will ERA mean to you? Find out at eraking.com.
Hey folks, this is George Brunner with Superior Hyundai and Superior GMC Cadillac. Superior offers a full lineup of new GMCs, Cadillacs, and Hyundai. Between our 2 locations in Anniston and the one in Pell City, we have a great selection. Superior has the best selection of used trucks I've ever seen, and I've been doing this a long time. See all our vehicles at our new website, SuperiorAlabama.com. That's SuperiorAlabama.com. Superior Hyundai and Superior GMC Cadillac, where you're always more than just a number.
Right now at Ted's Abbey Carpet and Floor, the key word is free. Buy any type of flooring at Ted's Abbey Carpet and Floor and we'll install it absolutely free. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, laminate, or vinyl, get it professionally installed absolutely free. Why pay to have your new floor installed when you can have it installed absolutely free and get 0% financing for an entire year? That's right, free interest for an entire year and free installation. That's Ted's Abbey Carpet and Floor's free installation sale going on right now.
Hi folks, Angie Stevens here. Did you know that Team One Automotive employs more families than any other dealership in Northeast Alabama? We're proud to be the leader in serving this area simply by the number of employees we have on board. And we're looking for career-minded people to join us. So if you're interested in a long-term employment opportunity, come in and see any of our Team One dealerships for more information. So check us out now and apply online at teamoneconnect.com.
Welcome back to Buckethead and the King right here on the U. More good callers, Wendell Kelly. You
smack talking.
Old smack talking Wendell. Oh, not old snot knocker tonight. He's old smack talking Wendell Kelly.
Never known him talk no smack.
But I like it, Wendell. See, look, that's what happens to old timers like us.
Yeah.
And Wendell's just now figuring it out. You know, he was a Hall of Famer, so you had to have some dignity and, you know, had to walk around and he had to be politically correct.
Pardon me.
But now he's realized he's an old timer. He ain't gonna never get to go back and do it again.
Yeah,
he might as well go ahead and talk that smack, because that's all you can do now, talk smack.
He had me. I do all the smack talking that everybody needed.
Yeah, that's right. But I like it.
Oh yeah.
I love
it. Listen, he put it right where it needed to be at. But I'm gonna let you know now. For him to tell Andy to take them shoestrings, what Andy and them need to pull over?
Listen to this. Go to 2 right here so they can see both of us on the show. Becca, y'all pull that truck in. I know y'all got that U-Haul and you pull in that car. Put that truck in. Find you a big enough Dollar General.
Dollar General.
Pull in there and get Andy some flip-flops. And hide them tennis shoes. Tie them shoes in 100 knots. And put them in the trunk so he can't get to them. Just make him wear flip-flops the rest of the trip. Because that's, you know, because not only Buckethead and the King, but Wendell Kelly worried about one of his brothers too.
He worried about it. He did say that.
Seriously worried about it.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know, man. And he gonna get you.
I didn't say that.
He gonna get you.
I was scared the phone ring.
He gonna get you.
Look, let's move on into Buckhead's top 10.
All right.
Running into number 5 is the Auburn Tigers. Big win over Arkansas this week. They got Ole Miss coming up. Not this week because they're off. They got them next week. But Bo Nix played one of his better games that he's probably ever played in his life. So, I mean, Bo Nix, kudos to Bo Nix. We done ate crow. I'm not eating no more.
Hold up.
I ain't eating no more.
Hold up.
Okay.
Why we got to, every week we got to come in here and talk about he done played the best game. He done played the best game in his life and this and that. Listen, that's his job.
That is his job.
If he was doing that every time he hit the field, now we'll be talking like stuff like Georgia and Alabama and all that. Right now, I can't go out here because you don't know who's going to show up. Now, some people going to get upset at me because I'm not giving him the props. He had a good game this past Saturday.
Well, he was 21 for 26 for 300 yards passing. He hit 10 different receivers. I didn't know we had.
Yeah, I'll give him. Where you get 10 different receivers?
We hit 10 different receivers this week.
The water boy and the boy that took the ball on and off the field, he hit him too. That means I'm letting you know, I'm happy he done it. Instead of running back 20 yards, trying to do that dang on Three Stooges turn and stuff, all that high school stuff. This is SEC. You can't do that.
And here's another thing about Auburn. A lot of people doubt the coach, but an article came out of all Big Five, Power Five schools, the first-year head coach through 7 games, he's got the best record of any first-year head coach in a Power Five school ever.
What?
Ever. So that tells you something. He's doing something right.
I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem with that. I'm not finna say, hey, we deserve to be up here now, right now.
Well, we've lost to Penn State. We've lost to Georgia. I'm not moving
Georgia,
the Tigers out until somebody like Alabama beats us.
That's at the end of the year, man.
Right. We ain't gonna lose. We're not gonna lose another than probably till Georgia. And if Georgia beats us again,
hold on, when you
if we play Georgia and they beat us again, Auburn don't fall because they got beat by the number 1 team twice.
Listen, man, where you get again from?
Because Auburn's gonna make it to the SEC championship game.
See, that's that reverse psychology on yourself. You believe you gonna talk yourself into all that. Listen now.
I ain't playing.
I'm taking no. Your mind is playing. I want you to get a clear understanding of what you're saying. I don't want you to be out. You know I care about you. Okay, I don't want that to happen to you. And you are out here running into the wall, talking crazy, and all that stuff. You can't be like that, man. Mama Tyree gonna have to have a talk with you, cause I'm letting you know now. We won't see Georgia again unless we watch them on TV.
So who's beating Auburn? They got Mississippi State.
We're gonna beat
Texas A&M.
We're gonna beat them.
Ole Miss.
That's gonna be a game.
Alabama.
I ain't finna tell you we're gonna beat Alabama. I got some.
Let's go to the phone.
Go ahead. You on Primetime? You with the Buckethead and the King?
Yeah, it's Coach Fuller.
It's Coach who?
Coach Fuller.
Coach Fuller. Okay. How you doing, Coach?
Doing good. Playing some round of golf these days.
Well, what? Coach, you in the phone booth?
Yeah, we're in the phone booth.
Okay, I can hear you better now.
Yeah.
Okay, now what you got to tell us, Coach?
We're playing golf.
Uh-huh.
We're going to try to see if Auburn can play golf too this week.
They might.
We gonna play, but we ain't playing.
They ain't got no game this week. They might well play golf.
And I'm gonna call Jeremy too. And we're gonna talk a little bit. I'm gonna see if he can play with us.
I think he
will.
will.
Talk about this dispute.
I think he will, Coach.
Who you gonna call?
You think so?
I think so. That's a lot better, Coach. We had a lot of feedback there on you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Who you say you gonna call?
So they want the Buckethead and the King to come play golf and help negotiate this contract.
Well,
hold on.
Wait a minute.
Buckethead and the King ain't good at negotiating contracts.
Let me help you out with something. I might play a lot of sports, but golf is not one of them.
Why?
And I know how to hit the ball. You understand me? But golf is not. I'm not Tiger.
You're not Tiger?
No.
I knew you wasn't Tiger.
I'm Tyrone.
You're not tall enough.
Don't worry about how tall I am.
I mean, Tiger's a little taller.
Tiger ain't tall. He's still riding off the cliffs and rolling over in cars. He ain't tall no more.
You got that baseball swing. I know what you got.
I got that baseball swing. That's right.
Yeah, it goes in and it goes way out. Slice it.
Slice. And if
Yeah.
they want to pay me for hitting the ball over in the woods, I'll be there tomorrow.
All right, so can I call y'all for a little advice on this when we play golf? Me and Jeremy play golf and see if we can't figure all this out.
You sure can.
We can do it.
But the Auburn folks, we worried about them a little bit. They might want to play golf too.
Well,
you got any advice on them?
It's not. We shouldn't be worried about Auburn right now. The only thing Auburn folks are worried about is which bow's gonna show up each week.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that, man. That's like a big mix cereal. You don't know what you're getting out the cereal box.
It's like old Cracker Jack. You know that surprise you got out of Cracker Jack?
The whistle.
Sometimes it was good.
I can get you a tattoo.
Sometimes it was bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
You don't know what you get.
But
you got another one there, and he can compete and keep everybody on the sun and keep everybody on it.
Well, a lot of people say the guy ain't ready to compete against Bo. I don't know. I mean, I'm not with him every day, but the guy sure looked good when he came in, and I know we give him one series against LSU, but hey, one series, you can't even get your heart rate up in one series.
We don't give Bo a whole game.
Yeah.
We don't give Bo a whole game. But I can tell you who crazy about Bo. That old Buckethead Jr., he crazy about Bo.
He loves him.
He loves I'm telling you now, say something. In a minute, he probably call here because he loves Bo.
Let me ask you this, Coach Fuller. Everybody's talking about Buckethead's top 10, and I still got Kentucky ranked 6, and everybody's wondering why is Kentucky ranked 6. Well, Kentucky's only got one loss. They lost to the number one team in the country. The number one team in the country. Now, look, I can't not put an undefeated team in front of them because I just don't feel like they're playing the same level of competition.
Let me help you out with that. You can't put nobody. Your top 10, if you lose a game, you can still stay in your top 10. In my top 10, you lose, you coming out of there. That's how you get rid of that riffraff.
But do you notice who's still in the top 10 that's lost games?
Yeah, Penn State.
SEC and Penn State.
Penn State's up there.
SEC and Penn State.
Okay. Penn State, but I don't mean SEC.
Penn State was 3 touchdowns better than Iowa, and if their quarterback don't go down, they win that ball game by 3 touchdowns. And I'm going to tell you, they don't play anybody this week. He's getting a week off to get better. Penn State goes undefeated the rest of the year.
You keep saying if. I keep telling you now, if my aunt had a wallet, she just might be my uncle. If.
Well,
quit saying all that.
Tell your aunt to shave that on that.
Watch your mouth now. You know my folks. You better watch yourself.
Yeah.
If.
So what you got for us, Coach Fuller? Anything, big thing that you going to call that's going to happen this weekend?
No, we're just going to go play golf, and we're going to try to work this situation out with Jeremy.
So you ain't got nothing special happening this weekend. I mean, what a say.
Play golf.
1 and 2. It look good.
Okay. Well, Coach Fuller, we appreciate your call.
Absolutely. Thank you for calling.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye. Coach said he ain't
Coach,
got nothing to say.
I don't know what
man.
Coach was doing. I think he just like, hey, what's that on TV? I think I'm just going to call in this show.
Hey, Coach said, y'all come play golf with me.
Yeah,
he don't want to talk about nothing but golf.
I mean, he was done. He didn't care.
Cause him and Jeremy. Yeah, we're going to go help out Jeremy. Oh, my. What was that, man? So
Let's
what?
move into where we talked about Kentucky. Let's move on into the next 7 and 8. The Michigan Wolverines they're ranked 7th. They're 6-0. There you go. There's your 6-0 team. They're ranked 6-0. They played no game this weekend. There's a lot of no games this weekend for the top 10 in Buckethead. But, this is something that Michigan fans have been waiting on for years.
For what?
To have a football team that's 6-0 this late in the year.
Let me tell you something. You remember the coach that used to be at Penn State with them real thick glasses? The same guy.
That same guy.
The Michigan coach over there, his glasses don't got thick too.
You talking about Harbaugh?
Yeah.
Look, that guy you was talking about, we can't talk much about it. That's the guy.
That's one of the best coaches.
Joe Paterno.
Joe is one of the best coaches.
The only thing about Joe Paterno that sticks out in my mind.
Outside stuff now.
He had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the game and took it off across the field right in the middle of the play. I love Joe. Bless Joe's heart. Bless his heart. He had to go. Joe had to go.
Listen to me. If the king got to go, I got to go, man. I'm telling you right now, I got to go.
Look,
I got to go.
We got to go to break. We'll wrap up this top 10 when we get back and talk about some Bucketheads winners and losers and what the king has on the grill.
Hey guys, my name is Thomas Shelton, aka the Alpha Man. I'm the proud presenting sponsor of High School Primetime with Buckethead and the King. When you think high school football, think High School Primetime. And when you think of insurance, think of me, Thomas Shelton at Alpha Insurance. I'm a proud sponsor of many of our local teams. I give out over $7,500 a year to our local teams in our community. As part of Alpha, we've been in the community giving back for over 100 years, and I'd love to be your agent next time you think of insurance. Thanks so much.
You back with Buckethead and the King? We on location down here at the Dirty Dog Car Wash. What you got to say, King?
I said, if you got a dirty car, you need to come down here to the Dirty Dog Car Wash and get it clean. That's the way to do that. That's the best way to do it. And I tell you one thing, that dog that they got hanging around here, look at it.
Man,
that dog got fleas.
That dog's got some fleas.
Come down here.
That's a dirty dog right there. Ain't no doubt about it. King, what we gonna do when we walk on?
I like when that dirty dog has. We pop his collar like that, but when the king get her to talk to him, we just drop the mic.
I like the Buckethead and King special, please. I like dirty dogs because they got towels for to use after you get your car washed. And then also you can pay $15 more and they'll detail it right here for you.
I like the convenience. I like the cleanliness of my car.
Yeah.
And I like the cost.
How much do that cost?
$29
a month.
A month.
Hey folks, this is George Brunner with Superior Hyundai and Superior GMC Cadillac. Superior offers a full lineup of new GMCs, Cadillacs, and Hyundai. Between our 2 locations in Anniston and the one in Pell City, we have a great selection. Superior has the best selection of used trucks I've ever seen, and I've been doing this a long time. See all our vehicles at our new website, SuperiorAlabama.com. That's SuperiorAlabama.com. Superior Hyundai and Superior GMC Cadillac, where you're always more than just a number.
Welcome back to Buckethead and the King right here on Primetime U. Let's jump right back into the polls and get done with it. I mean,
I want to.
Number 8, Michigan State. They're 7-0. And listen, we into some weak conferences, and I'm not going to get all into that.
But they're in your top 10.
But they're in my top 10 because they're undefeated.
Let me tell you something. Listen to me carefully.
You told me you want some undefeated teams in the top 10.
Listen, I want you to listen to me. Those teams from up north, every time it come down to playing someone down here in the SEC for the championship, they always fold. Notre Dame, Penn State, Michigan, every time.
I agree.
Okay, so I'm just telling you now, don't sit up here and try to get them all hyped up now. Put it on the table, Buckethead.
Number 9 in Buckethead's poll is the Oklahoma Sooners. The only reason they're number 9 because they ain't got beat yet. I've been waiting on them to get beat every week. They should have lost the last 2 games, but guess what? Somehow they pull it out.
Division week 2.
Oklahoma State. Texas had both of these teams. Oklahoma State is 10th. Texas had both of these teams with double-digit leads at halftime, back-to-back weeks, and lost both of them.
And they want to come over here in the SEC.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got enough of all that in the SEC already. What we're going to do, push Vandy and Tennessee out?
Well, I mean, I don't know, but, I mean, I could have put Ole Miss, I could have put A&M, I could have put them all in there, but everybody would have just said, hey, they got an SEC show, and they're already in the SEC show. We Buckethead and the King, Primetime U. So we got to give a little love to some of them guys up north. Let's jump right into Buckethead's winners and losers. This week's winners and losers, Ole Miss is a winner. Ole Miss was a winner not only on the field, they're a winner because Ole Miss went in and did things this week that they should have been doing all year. Their quarterback looked good. They pulled out a big win against Tennessee at Tennessee, and this is one of the loudest environments in college football. Tennessee was really fired up about the football team.
They off in them hollows up in there.
And it was loud.
Throwing ballers and everything.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
When you start doing stuff like that in college football, I mean, that's embarrassing.
Now,
then I seen old Possum Head Farnborough say something about that. You know, he graduated from Tennessee.
Yeah.
He said it was embarrassing to him.
Well, he was afraid that when stuff started throwing, it was going to hit him in the ears because his ears stick out like this. As a matter of fact, he walked with some of the I seen, you know how the policemen, you know how the state troopers protect people? Well, them state troopers got over under Firebomb's ears and get hit by no
you sure know how to tell a lie, though. Look, I got a story for you. I need you to hear this now. Me and my wife was in Anniston one time, and we went to Walmart. It was during the time Alabama-Auburn playing, and I got so upset because they always gonna put Alabama stuff up everywhere we go. Everybody. My wife, she dressed in her Alabama stuff, so we went in Walmart. It had a big old elephant blow up in the Walmart. They don't never have nothing for Auburn in it.
No, they don't have.
So I walked by. My wife looking at you better come on. And so I walked by that elephant. He was just leaning. I turned back around and punched him.
Punched him right in the face?
Knocked him down. He landed on his side. I walked on out of Walmart.
I like it. I wish I'd have been there to see it. I like that.
I'm just telling you, but they're going to put me in jail if I ever do it again.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah, I ain't going back. I go to Aqua Walmart.
One of Buckethead's losers this week was the Iowa Hawkeyes. Listen, they are who we thought they were. Hey, listen, they beat up on a little helpless Penn State team after they lost their quarterback.
Really?
Really? And Purdue, of all people, went in there and beat them 24 to 7. I mean, how does that happen? How does that happen, King?
Because you keep on trying to put these cream puffs up there. You protecting these folks. There's no way in the world. Listen, Iowa, Penn State, you just throwing these kind of names. I don't say these names. Only time I hear about Iowa when they start talking about they're the first people that get ready to start voting. Iowa. Nothing in Iowa. Nothing.
Nothing in Iowa.
No.
Cornfields.
He ain't got cornfields no more.
No more? Another one of Buckethead's winners is the LSU Tigers, not because they beat my Gamecock Gators 49-42, but it was the way they done it. Every time Florida would answer, LSU answered back.
Hey.
And look, they done enough to win, and they look really good. I was proud of LSU and how they played. You know, honestly, before the game, Kirk Herbstreit said that LSU's players wasn't playing hard. He said that he said he didn't know how to change it. Herbstreit said you got to change coaches.
They didn't change coaches.
And they changing coaches.
He gone.
But there ain't no way one man should have the power that Buckethead and Keen's got to call coaches out and tell them they need to be changed.
There's some old people out there got that kind of power. They just don't like to put it out there on the table like me and you. But I'm letting you know, LSU gonna have a new coach.
They gonna have a new coach because he's already resigned.
They letting him finish the season.
Finish the season.
I don't understand that. You know, ain't no one ever let me finish a job
when they fire me.
After they done fire me. I wonder why. You think
because it might be easy to replace.
I'm not ever easy to replace.
I mean, you asked the question, Buckethead was just throwing answers.
I'm just letting you know your answer was wrong.
Let's move into another one of Buckethead's.
No, your answer was wrong, Buckethead.
Well, it might have been wrong, but I'm just saying, in your field, there may have been other qualified people.
What field we talking about?
I don't know what field.
Because I ain't never got fired in this field.
Well, I don't know what field it is. I mean, Buckethead got fired because of the King.
I can't help that you got fired because of me, man. You trying to tell the people about you getting fired? Let that lay. Now,
I'm going to. I'm going to leave that on the table. I ain't even going to talk about it. All these years.
You think I'm going to keep on paying? I'm not paying that debt.
And then I come to find out when we talking to the Kiwanis that you let your girlfriend throw the glove out the window.
You know how many years that been, man?
I got fired over
I did not let her throw the glove out the window. I told you it was something wrong with her. She threw it out the window in the dark.
In the dark.
I couldn't find it.
Next Buckethead loser list is the Texas Longhorns. I don't think they could win the game if somebody give it to them because the past 2 weeks, both schools in Oklahoma has given them a win and they give it right back to them. I mean, both schools, Oklahoma and Oklahoma State.
You know what's going on with Texas? You know how we used to, when we were playing Little League Baseball coming in, they tell you, hey, don't look to the game before. You got to concentrate on what you got on the field now. Okay, they're looking to try to get in the SEC. They need to concentrate on what's going on. The SEC really don't want you to come over here.
They need to start worrying about what's going on this year before they start worrying about that SEC, because that SEC is something serious. They don't know what the SEC is.
They want to be a part of it.
Yeah, Texas A&M's already beat them. Look, let's move into what the King got hot on the grill. And we'll start with the ACC. Throw some ACC on the grill. I mean, I know there's some stuff, the ACC's down, but they got to be a little bit to talk about in the ACC.
Well, I can tell you this right now. If you're thinking about Boston College, North Carolina, they beat Boston College.
Oh, I know.
That's them kind of teams I'm trying to figure out why we even having TV time.
Pittsburgh, Virginia Tech, North Carolina, we've already said it. Purdue may be the hottest team in the doggone ACC. What does that say? Pitt. Pitt may be the hottest team in the ACC. What is that saying?
And then you got, I don't know what that's saying. That's not saying much.
At all.
And you got Virginia, they don't won 7 straight over Duke. Now what?
Duke's a basketball. You popping your collar over that win?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on. Who's playing that? Get that off the grill. Throw that off the grill. Let's get to some meat.
I don't understand what the deal is. Why we even got this on the grill?
We getting that off the grill. That was appetizer.
Okay,
little bites.
Syracuse and Clemson. Syracuse and Clemson, man.
Irrelevant.
I'm trying to figure out how Clemson went from beating Alabama, running around here with the quarterback with his hair hanging out his back like remember the Titans.
I don't know. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Sunshine.
Sunshine getting beat up in pros too.
He catching it.
So it must have not been all Sunshine.
He won this past Sunday.
Well, good for
against the Alabama quarterback at Miami.
Good for him and good for old Party Down.
But Clemson is not happy right now.
Hopefully their coach will get his mind on football and get it off everything else he's got it on in the NFL. I'm talking about the Jaguars.
The coach for Jaguars.
Yeah.
You can't be running around here peeping around the glass.
I ain't getting into that. That's another show. Hey, honey. Let's move on. Let's see what else Buckethead's got on. King's got on the grill. Let's move to the Big 12, which this is another. I think there's a lot of smoke. I think you want a smoker. Because there's a lot of smoke out there and not much coming out, but no fire, just smoke.
You're talking about Breece Hall. Breece Hall ran 197 yards and a pair of touchdowns against Iowa State.
But it was, who cares?
Iowa State beat Kansas State, man.
Who cares?
So when I bring up these popcorn teams and start talking about it, it's okay for me to start talking. You don't want me to talk about
Buckethead's top 10.
Because you were putting the top 10. I'm doing this here. You the one putting the top 10.
Look, I'm fixing to get off the little bites. I'm getting off. I'm moving all the way to the SEC. I want to see what the King got on the grill for the SEC, the only real conference in this country. And look.
Man, that is.
And one thing we already talked about, Kentucky.
We talked about Kentucky.
They doubled the touchdown scoring against Georgia's defense. And, hey, I'm going to tell you, Georgia's got a great defense. We all know that. But Kentucky's not a bad football team.
Well, Kentucky is getting better. I'm glad to say that. Kentucky's a basketball team, too, a basketball school. And you got to understand, Georgia is going to stay healthy until it's time for them to come out and really do what they need to do. They'll be over there in Georgia, at the Georgia Dome.
I see you cooking some baby backs with Alabama right here because they bounce back. And,
that's right. That's called a rebound.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Rebound from Texas A&M.
Bounce back on them baby backs, and you got.
And Mace.
Will Anderson had 4 sacks, and Bryce Young, he threw for 346 yards.
348.
48. My bad. I can't read.
Yeah.
And 4 touchdowns.
And did all that calmly. Don't leave that part out. Listen. Can you just imagine how much kind of pressure you can be on to be the quarterback for Alabama? Because once you start, if Bo Nix was at Alabama right now, they'd have been on move half his house and his turtle across state. He had to go.
Well, let's go on down to Bo Nix. You got him on the grill. He had the best game he's had. He threw for 292 yards, and he threw to 10 different receivers. So kudos to Bo, and look, the King Grill's smoking. We're going to get some of them off of it. Get us a bite in just a minute.
I'm putting choco on.
You putting some choco on?
Yeah, you cooking with grease. I'm cooking with that gas. I don't cook with gas.
Well, at least we didn't have no gator bites on there.
No.
No gator bites on the grill.
No, they didn't get on the grill.
Guys, great show. We enjoyed having you with us. Make sure you tune in next week. We'll see you next week.